Look, there are only two reasons the crash happens. One is you have a disagreement with the product, the service, or what you're promising. Or maybe you had some disagreement with management and what they're asking you to do. Disagreement is the first thing that collapses the individual's ability to take a lot of action. This individual now refrains himself from doing those actions that they were just doing a few days or weeks ago. Something changed and caused this person to start not leaning in to the activity. Maybe you picked up some information about how this product no longer really helps the customer. You don't feel good about it. You don't feel good about promising something that you or someone else said is not true about that promise. To the degree you have a disagreement, maybe you didn't close a deal and you start wondering, God, why didn't I close that deal? And then they said, oh, it's too expensive. And you saw some bad review online. Oh my God, they're ripping people off. And that entered your data and you're like, I don't want to rip people off because you're a good person. I said this earlier. The more integrity you have, the more you got to confront these demons and misinformation and other people's ideas. The problem is you're coming up with the wrong reasons, though, and you continue to use the wrong reasons as a way to sell, okay? Like tricks, all these tricks. This is why I oppose to all these tricks and gimmicks people use. Oh, when they cross their legs, you should cross your legs. And when they cross their arms, you should cross your arms. And when they talk deep, you should talk deep. And when they say it like this, you should say it like this. No, those are tricks. And most people, if you're a good person, you're not going to feel good about tricks and gimmicks. Okay, I'll prove it to you right now. Would you advertise, when you come buy something from us, we're going to match, you cross your arms, we'll cross yours. You would never advertise that. That means you would keep it a secret. That means you don't feel good about it. The way I want to sell people is just open and honest. You come here, I give you a price, I show you the product, I'm going to tell you what it does for you. I'm completely convinced of it. See, I don't have anything to hide. I don't have anything to hold me back. Might be why I've been successful in my career. I'm authentic, I'm transparent, I tell people the way it is, and I get a lot of people to talk to because I know some people just will not like me. Have you ever heard this thing about, the first impression, you only have one shot at a first impression? I believe that. Like, you only have one shot to make a good first impression, and most of the time, mine's not good. So I'm like, you know how you counter that? Talk to a lot of people. Okay? So look, this crash thing happens a lot where salespeople come along or come up with a wrong answer and then continue to use the wrong answer over and over and over again, like this. Well, I got a better deal down the street. You lost a deal because of that, you think. And then then you start adding that as a calculator on every deal. Oh, our price is always more expensive than somebody else's. Bad advice coming from your friends, family, relatives, other salespeople, management, customers, owners. Maybe it was an article that you read, a review, you picked up some little bad piece of data. By the way, it could be true and still be bad for you, right? Bad information, you went into disagreement about it. One of the things we say over here is, look, I can't make everybody happy. Not even interested in making everybody happy. I'm interested in everybody knowing me. I want to help everybody, but look, I can't make everybody happy. It's impossible. I can't make everybody happy if I take care of them. Okay, you ever tried taking care of somebody? Like, don't pay me anything. I want to give you the answer. You ever had a friend? Hey, I got to tell you something, man. It's going to help you a lot. Okay, and they're like, yeah. Once you tell them, they hate your guts for it. Even solve somebody's problems, they'll hate you for it. Okay, so keep this in mind. When you're in sales, you cannot make everybody happy. We all know that. Everybody knows that. That's a no-brainer. The 90-day wonder. The reason somebody does so well in the beginning is you do listen. You do believe in your product and service, and you are sold. And to the degree that you're sold and convinced, you'll make sales. Okay? Everybody agrees with that? Good. When you become sold on some bad idea that your product is overpriced or it's got this, malfunction or it's not a good service or one person had a bad experience with it or somebody else can sell it for less, then you start making that sale to yourself. See, not selling is also a form of selling. Listen to me. When you don't make the sale, you need to understand, oops, I'm making a sale. Just in reverse. Have you ever heard somebody say, I could never be a salesperson? Dude, you just did make a sale. I could never be a salesperson. Somebody made a sale on you. You decided you can't do that job. That's a sale. And you're trying to sell me on it right now. Listen, all the energy. I could never do that. Well, you're doing it right now. See, it's natural for you to convince yourself or others, to convince others of the position you believe in. You just sold in reverse. Something impacted the individual, that person, to where they are no longer motivated, no longer excited, and even convince management that they can't be excited, motivated, and work hard. So what do? We mislabel the person as lazy. You get it? Motivation dropped out. I don't want to do it anymore. You ever seen a cop do this? I have. You ever seen a teacher do it? I have. Ever seen a chiropractor not want to do their work anymore? Or a physical therapist like, I just lost it, man. I used to love my work. Now I don't love it anymore. You ever seen an artist? They can't paint. How about a writer? They can't write. What happened? Something happened. Something went out. They're no longer convinced about their production, about what they're offering. When production drops on any job for any person, the first thing we should look at is, or rehabilitating that individual, is what happened? What don't you feel good about? What is it you don't love about your job anymore? What thing happened? Or what were you told? Or who whispered in your ear to tell you that this isn't a good opportunity anymore? The individual, or in this case yourself, became convinced that something's wrong with the product, the company, the service, or all three. Or maybe the mission, the purpose. What's the mission? What's the purpose? Why are we even doing this?